Hey guys, how's it going? We got August 24th, 2017, and just... That's kind of weird when it does that. I wonder how long I can hold it there, and will it actually... Oh, there, it did pop ahead. It's kind of weird when you move this thing around, it just kind of pauses there. If you're in single player, it'll pause your whole thing, but... I'm just checking a CSX train? Really? Is that what that was? Yeah, it was too. What's the CSX train doing in here? I don't even know what that is. I think I'm in the southwest, but no, I am on... San Bernardino Bar's got CSX power tonight. Interesting. San Bernardino Bar, really? Oh, I see it. Funky. Okay. So I guess I should get to work, huh? Trains are running through Barstow. And yeah, I got the part screen open for a reason, because I'm going to go ahead and find it. Find it again. I will find it. Honestly, I'd rather be in the southwest. I think I'll be nice and dispatch. I like dispatching too. I don't want to be too greedy. Southwest will be there when I come back. Okay. So what do we got? I don't know what we got here. Put myself in a position for now. I'll find a position later, but this will do. The old standby position. Okay. Ooh. Pretty dead on the west side. Looks like now the what I mean by what I'm saying there is what oh, Phoenix. So coming through. Yeah, he backed off the rate. Not that the rate he had wasn't prototypical. It's just we don't have enough prototypical dispatchers. And I was just basically saying that it can be very stressful at times. So that's all. That's okay. That's okay. What we got here? It's, okay, now we gotta figure out what's going on there. What is going on there? Be quiet. Oh, what the hell that is? I've got what do we got? 2 trains here or something? I'm confused. Oh, there is 2 trains. Okay. Now I see. Alright, so you are screwed up because of a grain train and... Oh, I don't care about you guys then. Alright, so let's get you up to Marcel. Or, let's see. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, Marcel it is. What do I want? Oh, that's tempting. That's tempting. Okay, here. Let's just get you going. Let me get you to the top of Wallong. I know I can't clear them there, but that's okay. And then I will 2.6, 2.9, which really doesn't matter, but once we get down there, but he's smaller and he can fit in a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in to Marcel, and I'm going to put the other guy into... I actually said I could have gone into the siding at Wallong barely, but that's not, I'm not chancing it. Oh. First, that's what I meant by this first spawn at Vincent. Okay. It's gonna be a while, so I'll bring him all the way around. Let's see. A lot of spawns all of a sudden. Yeah, I want to fleet the signal. That'll fleet. Why you stopped? Oh, you're coming this way too. I think, yeah. Don't flick that. I'll wait and see about him. So there won't be as much action. That's, I mean, cable's about the closest amount of action we have at the moment. NSF is dead tonight. That's good because groceries could have done dishes too, but like I was saying, I was kind of wanted to get into the Southwest, but I'll save that for Sunday. A few days away, so and that's over my weekends. I don't want to. What's happening? We got 15 trains. Wow, that's a lot different than 24. Okay. Don't mind that. I haven't had a train at Saco in a while, but we'll see if that changes. Oh yeah, I got that Z train coming out too. Which is okay because he's going up anyways. Nothing going. Be a train coming. Oh, which place should I go? Rail fan. Spot. It's good. This is okay, but it's not. This is the busiest lines, right? Always this is the most interesting, although in theory I could do the tower. Tower. Let's go for the tower. say, I thought somebody was going. Tower's kind of cool. Oh. I think I held that horn there for a bit. Just by holding the, I'm gonna hold on to that. Hopefully it doesn't crash it. I don't know if that's my sim or that was just him. That's kind of cool. Okay. I put a signal through this guy. So I'm gonna put him in the hole at Slover because the other guy's gonna be doing a crew change. Kinda blocks the path. So the next guy coming through is gonna be Z train from Phoenix. Find a nice spot and there we go. Spot. All right, but for now, ooh, that's what happens when you're rail fanning. I forgot about all this. Okay, second. I trying to do? Oh yeah, I was trying to get him anyways. Here, quite work the way I wanted it to. Something. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's got major ping. I shouldn't be having I shouldn't be having 213 pretty high. Yep. For sure, bro. Yeah, sometimes one connection can do all kinds of crazy things because I was into 200s. 83 is kind of normal because I'm halfway across the continent. Get a 147 every now and then. I'm not on wireless either. Although, I don't know. I'm not so sure. Something wrong. He was at 8. Usually the client's like something at 1. 13. There's some high numbers. Ah, well. What can you do? So far, we're alive. Let's... Oh, crap. That's what happens when I do that. Take care of that, at least. Sunset. And... we lost... I just lost the server? Yeah. I'm not even too sure if I'm on the server. I'm seeing grays. Acting very strange. Well, I enjoy not being on 24/7. At least hosting. Something's going on, I can just put a freeze on everything. Yeah, see, I'm losing connectivity. Like, I mean, I keep losing my signals. External dispatcher is not keeping up. What? BDK? No, we're screwed. But I'll say this much: he has got the highest ping at 426. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Mike's down to a 3. Yeah, it's 444 now. Yeah. I can't even dispatch at the moment. Yeah, let's see what happens. By the sounds of it, see, it's everybody's timing out. Okay. See, I'm hearing beeps, so I know there's connections going in and out, but I'm not even getting the chat, so I know these are connections trying to come in, come out. I'm not sure what it is with the network. I don't know if it has anything to do with a high or a bad connection joining into the network, and then that causes more issues. But I don't know. Something else is going on too. I've heard that be the case, but okay. So he's here. I'm afraid to make a stack. See, because the problem is if I try to make a stack, I would try. I don't know, maybe which means I have to redo everything on the hosting end or whatever the heck it is. Depends, but I should have I should have gone to the Southwest tonight. That was my first instinct. Just do Southwest. Because I can't stack this signal with the network going. We just had the train come up. Is normal. It just booted Mike. We're the only two on. No, it doesn't. Just put a hold on all AI trains. Because the ping's not going away. It won't even update. Okay, so we're gonna reboot. I've been disconnected. Server's probably down. Okay. Yeah, this happens sometimes. It's been a while since I've seen it happen. It's the way things. I don't know if I like it on this side better or that. Yeah, so I like it. Wish I could change this window screen. Well, I'm at it. I wonder if I can. I think I can. Graphic. Window mode. Interesting. big window. What's my resolution? I wonder. 1920 1080. I don't know if that will work. 1920. Just curious about something. Might as well experiment while I'm waiting, right? Okay. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. It's kind of tempting. Almost like it better in the window mode. Just for doing different things, and that ain't bad, you know. Live with that. But you know, I can, but at the same time, hard for me to get that. I don't want that. How do I switch between? Yeah, figure something. Okay. Oh, good. See, that did it. When I go down, sometimes it doesn't do it. If I click on that, it does. I don't know. It seemed like it was doing it. Okay, enough fooling around here. Let me put this back on for a second. And I will take off me monitor capture, game capture for just a few seconds and see if I can find... He's not up yet. No, he's not up yet. So you can hear me in the background. I want to check this out. We'll give it till 10:15, 10:20, and then I might just switch over to something else. He's having some serious problems. Nobody's on Florida right now. Nobody's on New York. The New York server? Who the hell? Oh, that's Smiley. I was like, well, who's that server? Then Scott doesn't look like he's up. He's getting too many people on, unfortunately. Honestly, I haven't had much motivation to be on it. To be honest, it's just I got too many other priorities. Even being on the California server, as much as I do enjoy the dispatching, has a priority of mine. Okay, what's going on with the server? Use host 20. Oh, that's a new feature. So yeah, you're seeing a dark screen because I don't want you to see all my passwords. The dark screen of death. It said 5 minutes. I don't know what's going on. Got some kind of update or issues. It will not join. Well, while that's happening, I'm just gonna check and see if there's any emails. Well, emails are. Huh. Oh, he's just reading a response. 24 outbound train. Cool. We're just reading some messenger stuff. Awesome. Alright, well, let's see if I can get this going here. Right now, well, I guess we're back on. Hold on a second, guys. Just take a minute to get out of that screen. Oh, are we on? I don't know if we are on. You now have AI permissions. Okay. Things are still way high. Yeah, I'm at 313. I'm the highest ping right now. Is there a corruption in that last train? Where was it at? Let me go take a look. It was in Barstow somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. I thought something was splitting. So I remember there was talk about something splitting, but then I don't know how back this save went either. Should have saved it right away, but I don't see anything wrong with Varsto. Holy crap. Well, I don't know. It's gonna be dangerous to dispatch. The reason why I say it'll be dangerous for me to dispatch is what happens is if I try to stack anything and I'm way off sync with the server, it'll throw a switch if it thinks it's free, something, or vice versa. I know they can really, yeah. Okay. Looks like we're done here for tonight. So let's go to the southwest. I guess I'll go with Potato Head World. We'll hold everything. I'll go back to F4. Actually, let me get rid of the external dispatcher. Okay, so I guess I got to play with my toy tonight after all. So I was just checking to see different messages that I was getting there. I got a message from Jason. He was just replying to me. I guess he was watching one of the videos and it was talking about, I guess he says that there's a train that leaves on the hour every hour or something like that. So that's pretty cool. I kind of figured there was, but my point, I think my point at the time was there is sometimes a little bit of a breathing room. Like even though a train leaves on every hour, sometimes they'll run like in I don't know, you'll have a you'll have just a bit of a breather when a bunch of trains will depart in one little flurry, and then you'll have a bit of an opening for a little bit, was what I was suggesting. I'm not suggesting that suddenly I'd be able to run a switch. Well, I shouldn't say that. Not necessarily run a switcher, but actually be able to manually switch at least an industry or two. For example, if I was to be running dispatch, run the tower, then what I could do is I could run out particular trains or whatever. I could basically run the switcher up to AI up to a certain point, keep an eye on him, but basically keep an eye on him to a certain point, set the signals to stop, get him out of the way, then basically while I'm trying to still juggle things in Waycross. So this is the primary. This obviously would be the primary focus as well as dispatching. So, and that's not too bad to do. So it's doable. It'll be interesting to see if it's doable by one person, though. Still, that remains to be seen. But we'll see. Okay, so that being said, now we got a little bit of time on our hands. What do I want to do? Oh, this is interesting. Now that I've gone F4 and I've kind of screwed myself up, although that's not too bad. Oh, come on. You go back down. Belong. What did I want to do? Do it. Add. I don't know if you can resize these windows too. I haven't really tried it. I can't really do much with that anyways. I don't think I can. I don't see the resize tool, so once you have the window set, then just stuck with it. What do we got here? I love the 6 a.m. fog, it's really nice. Okay. So what I was thinking of doing is at least setting up. Do I want to go with setting up the hump? I'm gonna want to reset the window here. Much as I like it, that'd be kind of neat to have a bunch of presets to go back to. Here, let me go with oh, not too much. 1,000 by 1,000. All right. This makes things doable, a little bit more doable, anyways. I can find where the hell I am. Still getting used to this receiving. Okay, now it's gonna explain that everything is stopped, which we know. So yeah, hub. Before I do that, let me think about this for a second here. I might be able to get things at least rolling, but then again, it's 10:27. I didn't sleep too bad last night. Of course, tomorrow's Friday, so that makes life much easier for me. I'm just not sure how much I want to tackle tonight. I certainly don't really have time to do too much, fortunately. as much as I want to now. I kind of regret not just going with this in the first place, but you know, we didn't know what's going on, so it's not Mike's fault. That's for sure. Let's see here. You know, I think. Hold on a second. I think I'm just trying to think out rapidly here. Various thoughts. Let me go here for a second, see if I can find Florida. Because I thought I had some Florida data. I'm talking about my particular data. Files. I wish this thing. List view, yes. That's much better. Okay. TSP Conrail, California 2. Bakersfield Project. Untitled availability. I don't know which Waybill Logistics that is. See California. Okay, that one. I got so many different sheets over the years that I just don't know what I have out there anymore. It's funny. As container program, CSX A train list. That's Jason's. Even though I seem to have a copy of it. RTS train registry. Master waybill, key commands. I got all the Buffalo trains. That's interesting. It's kind of neat. It's back. Interesting. Just want to take a look at that. That's kind of got my attention for a minute. Kind of reminds me of the, although it's changed quite a bit, because I found the one night I was over there, mind you, it was 10:15. It seemed like the evening was kind of dead. But in that, it looks like it's not too bad, so I don't know. That was back in 2010. It's changed a lot, but okay. So I don't have. I was hoping I had Florida data. I guess I don't, or at least I'm not 100% sure if I do. It's definitely not in California. Survey 1, Selkirk, California. Won't be Conrail. I don't know what the untitled spreadsheets are. I'm just looking through and I'm seeing if I have something. Just asking for. Okay. And suddenly it'll be something that I share. But Another untitled spreadsheet. Holy smoke. Got run 8. One more untitled spreadsheet and then I'll go to run 8. I gotta get rid of those because they're useless. Running out of space or anything. Master waybill. Wait. Something caught my eye before that. Container picker, I understand that. My Mojave. Run 8. Sometimes. Although I think I'm on that right now. Yeah, I am. That ain't it. Oh man. I'm starting to yawn. This sucks. Again. They should do something with my garbage, so dang it, I don't have the data I want. I was hoping I had it, but I don't. Well, this is frustrating. I've got a fair amount of work to do, but at the same time I can start things up, and I kind of wanted to at least start. Let me just take a look here. I'm going to close this up for a minute. And I'm going to go right into the TD3 data. And see where we're at. Sort by time. I wish I could export this, but I can't. So unfortunately, I have no control over that. Now, looking at days of the week. That's dailies. Well, let's see how much it's going to take me to start things up and then decide what it is that I want to do regarding the various trains. For the sake of the data, I want to keep this as raw and generic as possible. So I'm going to create an exact copy with the exception of crew time. I'm not too worried about that, although I could consider it. And I just might actually. So going into the Mojave, I am going to go with one of those spreadsheets. And it does say untitled, in which I am going to actually let me go ahead and turn this off for now. So what we will do is I will go ahead and I'll take this I want to do that. Do my classic, you know what, basically. So I'll start with the trains. I'll title my sheet. I'm just gonna call it Waycross for now. Exactly what I wanted there. So what I'm doing, well, it's kind of obvious what I'm doing as far as direction. Length really doesn't matter, but I'm going to keep tabs on all this anyways. Entrance, time, days of week, worried about the created from, although again, I'll go right to that one to exit. All right. So this is, could go with the ID. I'm not sure if I want to go with the ID or not. Maybe I will. I'll put this into another one. The ID is an indicator, so that if you use the same train, you can have yourself an indicator, and I can go like this, like 33, 80, 50, 100. It just makes it like, it's like I don't know how to describe it really. Oh wow. Ugh. Despite the fact I'm closer to the screen, like I moved my couch further ahead a few weeks back, I still don't see that as well as I can, just because it's a big screen and it's a little ways away. Up and I can see it. Okay. 457 B. Okay, so and it's good to have the descriptions, because then you can just take it there. Now some of these I'm not going to have anything to take with me, like Waycross to Baldwin. There's nothing in the yard for Baldwin. Or Baldwin isn't.
So I just truncated that a bit. In fact, I probably... No, I won't. I was going to change that, but I won't bother. 210, 4000. I might be wondering, why am I typing all this data in? And the answer to that is so I don't have to type it in again. Once it's here, I don't have to worry about it because it's going to be on the cloud and care about. The numbers here, those are codes representing different entrance and exit spots. I can eventually link that up to the ones that I want. There's going to be, in some cases, there will be a delay. In other cases, it will be ahead of when a train is actually spawned. So what I mean by that is, like, if it's coming from Savannah, it's actually going to be delayed. But if it's coming from what this thing calls Jacksonville, it actually could get spawned way further back. And would actually, it basically will be earlier or later depending upon where it's coming from. We'll input the values to match it, and average amount of time it takes. What the hell? 30. That's not 30. Gotta change that. 40. 50. All the way up to 250. She's scary. Probably seen some of those I was already using. All they are. Scheduled, I don't. I'm not going to worry about the created from. I'll just delete that column now. If I do, I'll go back. I don't see why. So I'm just going to keep on going a little bit further. This is 35, 146, 39, 50, 6. See, they got second trains too, which I really haven't considered too much. But that's something I'm gonna have to consider. When you have an A372, so you got basically a second section of 409 coming. I haven't thought about the S's too much in regards to the manifest, but that's very much true. And I'll add it in. Eventually I'll have to. That means exactly. Okay. Everybody is heading right so far, but that doesn't mean. I'm getting up to almost 4 hours worth of data. I don't think my son's gonna last that long on the first day. I probably will, but day. Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out how much I can start this thing off with, and then see whether or not my son's interested in building this up or not. He seems to be interested in building some of this stuff up. But, you know, just being a kid, you can get bored pretty easy. He's really good in car trips and that. So exploring. Let me go ahead and do the multiple entries. Fortunately, I can't really sort that thing, or did I? Well, I guess that did it right there. So there's a multiple entry of sorts right there. Ah, you bugger. I hate doing that. Let me try that one more time. So I put that as E2 21.
X2, I guess. 72. Delay of 300 minutes. Yeah, new crew. Okay. Oh, there was another one in there that I missed. I screwed up. So I'm going to sort by time again, then I'll go with multiple entries. I missed one. 451. It's got an H2, A3, with a delay of 540. Directions forward. That's the new train. And in that case, it's E128. I think that's what they call that. Train E. TID. Good enough. Let's see it doing anything else. So then when I go ahead and I go with so I got the passenger schedule, which doesn't show you anything except the PO91, which isn't in there, or it's not there yet. Work schedules. Q393 has a work right off the bat. It's gonna work Jessup. WTIA is 40. That's work time and area. So that's NMD is new multiple direction, and WD is new work direction. Those are all important. The next one looks like Q607 does it. So it has a work area at Crawford. Minutes to the, and I don't think we get too much out. Some Savannahs. W451 has 2 of them. It's got Savannah 60. Right. Then we go work 2. TIA 2. Do work direction 2. Event again. This time after 60 minutes it goes to the left. Finally we have another event. Time in area 30 goes to the right. Okay, I'll close this down for now, at least this part here, and analyze this a little bit better. See what we're dealing with. So the first train goes 12:21, then 72. Or no, entrance 2 is 21 to 72. So what that does is it comes up to, it's basically working the yard here. So it definitely comes back out. Interesting. Never noticed that before. Something just caught my eye. Yeah, never mind. I forgot all the stuff that comes from that way comes down here. It's just there's some that go that way in the area. Okay. So that delay of 300 minutes means it's not expected. I'm just going to grade this out for now. It's not expected until I put an ETA in here, and I'm going to put a rough ETA. I'll put location. So the ETA is probably going to be 300 minutes past that, so 60, 120, 240. That's not going to be until 5:10. I don't know why I did that. 5:10. Plus transit, basically what that's telling me is not only is it not going to show up until 5:10, but it's going to have to transit. So I don't see that train coming into the picture anytime soon. 607 comes out at 75. Of course, I got nothing to leave, so the notes on that, no outbound ready, and I'm not going to worry about it. So it's going to be canceled. I'll just put that red. Red as in canceled. Q213, Cincinnati Baldwin Autos. It comes out of 73. Makes it interesting. Comes out of the Fitzgerald sub, which is pretty close. I don't know how close it is, but that would be the first train. How far they go this away? This away, that away. Oh, Luda Whiskey. Monday and Thursday. I'm gonna put that as yellow. Transit to Luda Whiskey is going to put it a little bit higher. I haven't figured out what the transit value is. What I mean by that is it actually has to go a little bit further along. But I do know that Q213 is going to be capable of running at half past the hour, midnight. That'll be the first train that I make sure that's ready and spawn. And all it's going to do is run. I may keep the other trains in the system, but that's all it's going to do. I haven't even determined what day I want to run at yet. I'll find that out shortly. I'm not even too sure what year we're running here. Let me see if I have that information. It says the year's 2003, which sounds fair enough, and if I'm not mistaken, there was something in here that said what the years were. I don't know if it went back that far, but of course things have changed a bit there. Pretty sure I saw 2000 to 2005, I thought. Just looking at Sun. It's pre-2005, which is perfect. So when I go ahead and I say to Google, what day of the week is July 21st, 2003. It was a Monday. So that pretty much settles it. So we're going to be operating the longest day of the year, so they'll give us the maximum daylight. July 21st, 2003 is a Monday, which means that one is running. Everything else, easy stuff there. I'm just gonna put that as a yellow. It's got to be set up. We'll figure that out. 11:09. Damn it! Get up later than I wanted to again. A few more minutes here. P181 out of A3 to 12. Grade this one out. Why did I grade that one out? Hold on a second, I'm confused. I understand the red, no one was ready, but why did I grade this one out? Oh, because it's not there. This one here, I gotta find a different color. I'll put that back to cyan. I'm gonna use the gray for this because that one right there, he's only going into Savannah and that's all he's doing. Means we'll never see him. So they become, in fact, I can hide it. I'll hide the row. I want to hide. Hang on a second. Let's just go ahead with my first plan, and I'll gray it out. I blacked it out. I'll gray it out, and then I will 75, the second Florida East Coast train. Blah blah blah. Enters at 75. Not mistaken. Thought. Goes right to Jacksonville. Well, the funny thing about that one is it might be doable if I get my button gear.
So what I mean by doable is that it's going to bring a bunch of locals. So that might be my first local train. Then I can test some of the other stuff as I'm going along. So it says FEC train, but it's not. I don't think 457 is an FEC. If it is, it is. I don't care, but we'll see. I put doable question mark anyways. H4. That's not happening. Doesn't run. Yeah, I'll have to figure out a different color code for ones that don't run on a certain day. Monday, we know that one runs. Savannah that's just wrong or not needed. So we get that one out of there. Another one that heads Waycross to Winston, Q603. Ain't happening. So just like its predecessors, there's no outbound traffic ready at this time. So there's nothing to run, even though it's a daily and, you know, we could do it, but there's nothing to run. The only thing that's doable at this point right now is to get the FEC train ready. If I even have FEC, I don't know if this is actually going to FEC or if that's actually got 457. You know, I might just run it as an extra. I don't know. We'll see. A second Selkirk train. Again, well, it doesn't matter anyways. There's nothing on that day. So we are Monday. Passengers running 3:08 a.m. I've got this one possibly at 3,000 feet, huh? Oh, that's the auto train. Okay. Transit. So it's transit eastbound. I don't think we're going to get to that beginning. I mean, the first one we're running is at half past. Everything else is not part of it. What did I do with this one? This one again. It's transit Savannah. I don't know why I couldn't run that well. Okay, because it's not set to go yet. X957 is a whatever the hell that's. I know. Let me just give this a goofy color and we'll decide later. An empty juice train. That ain't happening. I'm just gonna keep that cyan blue. So what it looks like right now is I got a potentially a passenger train, but then I have these two to get going. This should give me I'll see what I can do in regards to getting the other stuff, the hump controller set up first and foremost, and then see how many humps I can do and see what I can set up as a build on the left side of that yard, and hopefully get that set up and ready for 215. After that, then once he departs, then I'll get the auto train set up, and that will be probably the first few hours. I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't know if that's going to happen with my son, and he enjoys the humping.
But I'm gonna have to explain to him that I got some setup to do. Sometimes he wants to do live streams, other times he doesn't. You know, which I leave it up to him. He's the boss on weekends, so that will take place on. I imagine that's going to take place. If you don't see me Saturday, then I'll do this on Sunday. I'll get this started on Sunday. Then I'll start to go through the data some more when we progress forward. Eventually, I'll automate this. I will figure out a way to get schedule data transferred into something that's easier. But this is going to be what I call the raw data, with the exception of the notes. This will all pull into probably the ID file, and then I can pull in whatever these trains are supposed to be doing on a regular basis. So yeah, so that's about it. I'm behind in a lot of things. I got stuff to get cleaned up around here tomorrow anyways, and I'm getting tired anyways. So that's going to be it tonight. A lot of boring setup stuff, but once we get it going, then you know it's going to be cool. This is going to take. I'm just going to keep adding stuff as I need it, and then slowly I'll start spawning these trains in. I will continue to use the trains that are in the system and run down. Of course, what that means is eventually, as you can see, it's not that busy. At least, I see. That's the other thing too, is I have to look into merging this data with the data that I don't have, and that is the data between Callahan, east of Callahan, I should say, and Taft, because that is not part of the dispatch system. So I'll have to take a look at the trains that run there and then decide whether or not I'm going to go ahead and implement whatever schedules being used there, and see how I can manage that. But you know, that's for another time, so I ain't gonna worry too much about it. Anyways, that's all for tonight. I am beat again. And, have a good weekend. If you don't hear from me, I think I'm pretty busy tomorrow after I got son's got karate belt, something like that, or testing or whatever, for to upgrade his belt to the next level. So we'll see that a little bit earlier on. So I'll be gone a little after 6 tomorrow, so I ain't gonna have time to do anything other than that. And then Saturday we'll see what he wants to do. He's the boss, like I said. You know, I let it go to what he wants to do. Sunday he's leaving early, so I got a lot of time on Sunday, and I intend to use a lot of that time on Sunday to do this. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's it. I'm rambling. So have a good one, and we will see you whenever I show up again, either Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, maybe even Friday night. We'll see how it goes. Could be Friday night, but we'll see. Depends what he wants to do. Again, he's the boss. It's the way it rolls. Have a good one, guys.